Hi there, this is Isa Teese, and I know you're here because you want to know about that free coaching session. But before we get into that, I want to give you some understanding about how I work and the kind of people that I really love working with. In addition to that, I would like to speak a little bit more about the 21st century entrepreneur because I didn't really get to say as much as I wanted. Truth is, I'm not going to get to say as much as I want here either, but I just want to give you a little bit more information. There are certain characteristics and certain attributes that a 21st century entrepreneur embodies. And these are the characteristics that I am working on within myself. I don't have them all handled. And I would hold and hope that these are things that you would like as well. So in our time together, I want for you to be thinking about how it is that you fit into these parameters and what things really resonate for you and you desire and what things don't. So I'm going to talk about them for a little bit. One is a 21st century entrepreneur is a leader. By nature, they kind of like rise to the top. They want to really be all they're capable of being. They're not afraid of the truth. They can look inside, they can see that, gosh, I have weaknesses, I have strengths, these are things I'm working on, these are things I'm really good at. And that's okay, because it's not about being one or the other. We're all in that place of internal and personal growth. Another characteristic is that they're responsible. They take responsibility for their lives. They are no longer in that place where they're pointing fingers and blaming. Well, you did this and you said that to me and I'm this way because when I was 2 this happened. No, we're not doing that. It's not about blame. It's about being responsible. It's about being self-reliant. It's about recognizing that you have a voice and you perhaps have not used it as much as you have the ability to. Perhaps you don't have everything the way that you would really like it to be yet, but you know that you have the capability. Some part of you knows that, or you wouldn't be here today. In our time together in our coaching session, what we're going to do is we're going to investigate. We're going to look at the things that are really important to you, and those are the things that we're going to focus on. So back to the self-made 21st century entrepreneur. They are absolutely, completely connected to being all they can possibly be. That means that they are internally asking, what is it do I want? And I will ask you that many, many times. I'm going to ask you, what do you want? Because if you don't know what you want, how are you ever going to get it? If you don't have clarity about what it is that's going on in your head, then you are not going to be able to change what's in your head and create it the way that you would like it to actually be. It also means that you are desiring to create sustainability for yourself and for others. It means that you create safety for others. It means that you are really there for yourself and for others in a way that's absolutely at the highest level you possibly can be in that moment. Some moments will be great, some moments maybe not so great. But that's okay, because you're not judging yourself, remember. We're not in that blame game anymore. We're not in the blame game with anyone else. We're not in the blame game with ourselves either. It's very important. So these are just a few of the characteristics that are important, that are vital if you're going to be the person you would like to be. If you're going to be the CEO of your life, if you're going to be the person who really creates radical change and incredible results, then these are some of the necessities that are going to have to happen. Now, because these are just a few of the characteristics that I really love being around, I'm going to ask you to be kind of in a pre-qualifying place. I like to pre-qualify people. I want to know that you have something that says, I want this really a lot. And when I know that you really want that, then I know that you will really get what it is that you say that you really want, because it takes that kind of passion. It takes passion to create change. So here's my request. You'll see a link down below, and what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to spend $5 and purchase my program, Winning in Your Home-Based Business. Now, I realize you may not be a home-based entrepreneur. It doesn't matter. The principles are universal. When you are through listening to this program, you're going to have decreased stress. Your overwhelm will be much less. You're going to recognize that little voice in your head that sometimes isn't so much fun. That little voice is going to be understood, and you'll have keys and tools to be able to handle that. You're also going to understand how your mind works much more clearly than you do right now. And you're going to be able to know what to do to take action to make that shift. This 75-minute audio program is something that will absolutely change everything for you. And it'll put you in, it's kind of like a precursor to coaching, because it's going to put you in a mindset that will prepare you to really come forward with what it is that you want, and it's going to help you get the results that you're really committed to. And so what's going to happen is when you click on the button, you receive the program. You're also going to receive a little questionnaire, just a couple of questions, more than a couple, but just a few questions that will be brief. But it's going to help you get clear, and it's going to help me work with you much more succinctly. Because when we get together, we're going to be like laser points. We're going to absolutely get to what it is that you want. We're going to create exactly what it is that you need to get what it is that you would like. So in this session, you're going to find everything much more pristine, much more laser-like is the only word I can think of. And because of that, you are going to find the result flowering, expressing, and absolutely manifesting the way that you would truly like. So click the button below, expect an email, and then Kyrie, my assistant, is going to call you, set up a time, and we're going to get to work together. I cannot wait for this. We're going to have an awesome time together. I look forward to connecting really, really soon.